Welcome back. Time for another episode of Railway Empire 1. We have a lot to do today, but like I always say at the very start of my videos, because no one else can, and a lot of people forget, because still all the videos of both channels are showing that like 90% of people aren't subbed to these channels. So I'm going to ask politely, hopefully I can earn your subscription today like I always do. Past that, we have a lot to do. As you can see, we have a lot of money, but that's from bonds. That is not from my company's income. We have to do a lot of I want to do a warehouse today. Huge thing I've never done in this game before. I've done it in other games. A lot of other railroad games. I'm hoping it works the same, and we're going to try it out together. We have to connect to Indianapolis with that nice little green star right there and get into it. Hopefully, we'll have some fun. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's see. Well, I'm going to put myself in the lower left today. Boop, right here. And I want to jump out strong right off the bat. I did want to say thank you to Sir Ellis. I always butcher his name. It's just Sirellis. And Sir Ellis, hopefully it's Sir Ellis, right? He told me that he found out what was going on with my trains. Okay. And I was like, okay, let me see this. So all my trains here are backing up, even though there's 4 sidings. And I think what's going on is when you set up a train, here's what happens. When you go to the next city, you have to go edit station. It'll say where it's going to go. It says, what track is it going to use? I'm going to say use track 2, okay? Or track 4. Save it to that. Because right now it defaults to track 1, and that's why track 1 is 100%. So trains coming here right behind it, after that, are like, hey, that track is used up. I can't get in there, even though there's 4 other tracks. I thought if you left on a default, it would let the train say, hey, go from track to track to track to track until you find an open slot. Apparently that's not the case, but I don't know 100% now. So I'm going to say, you know what, whatever, let it go for now. Thank you, Sir Ellis, for that tip. I really appreciate it. We also have some research to do, and I was looking at this. We have almost the constellation, and it needs one more, as you can see, one more research, and I don't have this either. So what I have to do, even though I have this, is I have to go down this line. I have 153 points. I have to get the Rensselaer, then I have to get the Rogers American, then I have to go for the consolidation. These kind of work. This one's good for speed for passengers. This one's good for tractive power is 95% for freight. So what I'm going to do is just go straight down this line. I have 153 points. I'm just going to pick this one up now.
Oh, this new locomotive looks adventurous.
Now, you can't see her as much. Maybe I'll do it later on, but they're all in this. I'll show you the company thing. Apparently, it's something built in the game. You can see how I look like the Nutcracker from the Christmas time. Well, if I go to company, no, competitors, she's dressed up as an elf. She's dressed up as the polar bear, I guess, or something like that. I'm dressed up as the Nutcracker. Don't ask me why. It's just the way it is. I didn't know the game did this, but I'm like, it's December 4th, 2025. If you're watching this going, what the hell's going on? I'm trying to finish these series, just so you know. I'm trying to finish all these series. I really enjoy train games, and I want to get a couple episodes, and this one's my favorite because I'm going to play with trains and industries and competition and number go up games, because you can see everything's going up over here. Makes me happy. Same thing with Ale Abbey. I'm trying to plow through as many games as I can because I can't do that on my main channel. The algorithm hates it. People want to see like 100 episodes condensed on like 5 with a huge amount of editing. And I'm like, but all the good gameplay is gone. And yes, it's no longer 2012 where that used to be the case. I wish I had found YouTube and started making videos back then. If I knew how easy it was to drag and drop videos, I would have. But no, I was a coward and I was a contractor. So let's go back to what we're doing. I'm going to start building this right off the bat. I want to get this done. We do have a few ways to make some money right off the bat that I might want to consider. And here's what I saw. I looked at the whole, between episodes, I looked at the whole map, and we have right now, if you look under company, we have 25 trains, and that's a lot for this little area. We're going from Stevens Farm, we're moving corn, we're moving milk. I believe we're moving milk from this place. I don't actually know if that's true or not. I think we just connected to it and never made the thing 100% to get the bonus, and I said I just left it there, and I'm okay with that. What is this? Engine shed? Oh, we have new ones. So we're using, this thing is good for, it's express. It's good for passenger trains only, and we might want to get one running. The problem is, since we're running a dual setup, meaning we have 2 tracks everywhere, and there's no like pass-bys, I don't know how good it's going to be unless the track is empty. So if the track isn't empty and it goes really fast and slows down, what's the point? So I'm gonna wait on upgrading my trains. You can do that though. A few of them can be upgraded if they're just express trains. But going back to what I was saying, I'm looking for ways to make money. And I know one thing is if you go to a town, let's say we haven't connected Louisville yet, right? Here's the basic needs. Okay, it needs, this is level 1. It's a 22,000, wait, sorry. It is a 23,000 man town, all right? It is not being fulfilled because what happens is the town is importing its own stuff. Here's the basic needs of a town at level 1, okay? This is basic considered level 1, even though it doesn't say it's level 1. And it needs grain, corn, lumber, meat, and beer. I've said this before in the series. Now, it has grain, meat, which will go from there to there or there to there and become meat, corn or wheat. What was the other one? I forget, I'm sorry. Beer, I think? Yeah, grain, corn, meat logs, beer. So we got the lumber up there. We also have a lumber area right here we own. We can ship the lumber over. The meat can come from here, Pittsburgh or Chicago, Chicago or Toledo. The grain and corn are right there, leaving beer. And I was like, wait a minute, beer. I don't think I have a brewery. There's no brewery there. If you, by the way, if you see a blue arrow like underneath the meat, that means you own it. Okay. And if I go here to Madison, I own the lumber mill that is making saw logs, even though there's no saw logs being sold. I also own this lumber mill. I don't own the milk. I don't own the cows. I don't own the corn over there. However, I don't need to. As long as I'm getting the transport fees, at this point, I'm making enough. And I was debating what to do. So I looked over here, and this corn farm, I was going to buy it eventually, but it's $1 million now. That's not going to happen. Or actually, I think it's wheat. Is it wheat? Yes, I think it's wheat. I'm sorry if I can't remember. Corn, yeah, it's wheat. And over here in Grand Rapids, there's a brewery at 0% utilization. Now, I know I'm in the way a little bit, and I have to move here. I'll move over here for a second. There's 0% utilization, meaning no one's used it yet. So my thought is if you buy it, right now it's $324,000, and I can use that to make all the beer I need for all the cities that are connected and make some cash. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to say, screw it. I want it. It's mine. Buy industry. I own the brewery. And the reason I did that is because this train right here is about to hit it. This train right here is doing nothing but grain. Okay? And that grain will become beer. And the beer will be eaten up in the town, and then I might have extra. So I'm going to make a train. Now that I bought that, I'm going to buy one train. The only job the train has, I hope to God I have in this station, do I have a maintenance shed? No, I do have a maintenance shed. So all I'm going to do is have one guy go back and forth. However, I could make, like I said before, a warehouse here or here and then stockpiling a lot of stuff. I might want to still do that. This area is kind of busy. And if I do that, I'll be shipping a lot of stuff down this line, which is not the end of the world. However, I want to connect Indianapolis, Louisville, and St. Louis. And if I'm going to do that, I might as well put the warehouse like either here or here, connects all of this stuff. Here's everything they need for vegetables. Vegetables is the second expansion as soon as you get your first town to like level 30,000 people. If the first thing they start asking for after the basics is vegetables. So if you go to Louisville again, and I know I'm talking a lot, but I want to make sure people know what I'm doing. If you go down here, vegetables is 45,000, milk is next, then cloth, we have cloth, sugar is next, and then cotton has no demand. So you can see the demand right there inside of what they need. Everything they need is nearby. I just have to connect it all. So instead of trying to buy every industry and clamp down and making little bits of pennies, I'm going to start making as much as I can from what I can expand to. So I'm going to make one train from Coal Manor to make more beer. That's all it's going to do. How do I make a new train? New train. Set up rail line, Coal Manor to Grand Rapids. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to discard changes. I'm going to see this guy. What is his needs? Save and exit. I'm going to go to him, and I want to go manage rail line. Set up rail line. He goes to Coal Manor to Grand Rapids, Coal Manor to Toledo, and then Grand Rapids from Toledo. So he does a boom, 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 boom. Okay, he's doing good, but I want to make one that just makes beer and makes Grand Rapids flood with beer. So I'm happy with that. Save and exit. Train list. At the very bottom, did it save the other one? It did not. Okay. I do have to make more pass-throughs, especially as my enemies fight me. So here, we'll make a new train. I'm going to start doing a lot more rapidly right now. I know I've been kind of slowing down, but I'm really enjoying myself. So I'm going to go to Coal Manor. At Coal Manor, I don't care where it goes. However, at Grand Rapids, I do care. I want it to use track to, no, it doesn't have a use track. It doesn't have a use track. That's all it's going to do. I'm going to say go back between and forth between those two. That's your job. Add locomotive. I'm going to put on the dragon. I could get a conductor, but I don't have one. That only have one this thing. What's the question? Does this thing here, when they come out of here, yeah, they can. They can go in, they can stop right there. I forgot I was doing this. I usually do the crossover. I wanted to see if this worked. I'm not sure it is, and we're going to find out if it does. So that's one train. Now we're going to connect to Indianapolis to the 200,000. I think what I'm going to do is connect. There's two ways to do it. I can connect over here with a like this and go this way, and then I have to make another bridge here. That's two bridges. Or I can go over once, go up like this, and then be able to put train tracks this way, just to avoid having a second bridge. Bridges aren't super expensive, but they are annoying, and I want to make sure I take advantage of whatever I can to not get screwed over. So I'm going to go from here, and I'm going to have to draw my train track. I think I could go like this. There might be a better one to go this way and do it this way, or go this way and connect this way to St. Louis. Did I say St. Louis? St. Louis, St. Louis, because I said Louisville. All right, because that way we can get some more grain on here. Now that we own a beer place, and sorry, I'm kind of rotating around. I didn't want to do this the way I was doing it, but I mean the way there's some ways to screw it up, and I really don't want to screw it up. So I'm gonna go like this. Connect to our existing. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I gotta do. I've played a few different games the last couple of days, and it's screwing with my ability to what do you call it? Oh God, words. To play, because I've been like playing other train games. I'm not gonna tell you what at the moment because I'm learning the games. So Indianapolis is here. If that's a 3%, Earthworks is 13%. I'm okay with that. This is why you look around though. 6% no, 4% yes, 1%. I'm gonna say that's okay. I'm gonna go for a building construction. I'm glad. I want to keep these towns, like instead of going right through the town to connect through, I want to have them as offshoots and then let them get the people to. And I like the idea of putting the warehouse probably right about here. It's a very dead area, and I can connect it and send things down the line. So I'm going to go like that. I'm going to go to a. Let's go for a large. No, I want train signal. Train station. Large train station with signal control. Yes, it costs a lot, but St. Louis is going to be a very large connection for me for a while. And I'm going to put the tower, which if you look at the tower, it's always the tower, I believe, it recommends the first track in front of it, this one.
Well, everyone has to start somewhere.
This track right here is always 1, then 2, then 3, then 4 if you do it that way. We're going to go back to rail. I think it's remove track point shift. Can I please just have this? What is it? Continue planning. All right, so go like... Go, I saw that too. I saw 2, thank you. I gotta make sure I connect this right. The camera controls are different than the game I was playing.
I see you've managed to expand your rail network in the east. That's more than I expected of you.
Well, thank you, Mr.
I hear the bridge over the Mississippi has been approved. However, the Mississippi is a land border, and we must respect it. Constructing a bridge over it might be doable, but it's a huge amount of work. Otherwise, you'd have to supply the construction site at Rock Island with materials and build another line there just for that. That's really not worth it.
Are you sure it's really not worth it? Okay, so we got St. Louis connected. St. Louis, I'm sorry, Indianapolis. I'm so freaking crazy about this today. And crazy, I mean, I'm making the wrong mistakes. So what I'm going to do is connect all these other rails in real quick before I forget, because I know I'm going to forget. Can I please do track construction? Thank you. As tight back as I can. 2, 3. All right, that should take care of that. Now I got Indianapolis connected. I want to make sure I get the warehousing done as soon as possible. I don't know if I can do this because this track over here is not right. And I do have to make double tracks too. I haven't done any of that yet either. I'm going to make that now. at least a little bit now. We'll take this one here, if you, zoom in, please, and go like this. That way it's on the other side. Thank you. And the parallel track bonus should apply very soon. Or, I mean, it will take effect very fast. Let's see here. Let's say like this, and then connect it in. Let that go. Let's see, what can we connect? Indianapolis will just run supplies. They need everything, right? Yeah, 36,000 people, so they do want sugar and cloth too. So I got to make sure that not only does this come in, but it also makes that little triangle junction again. So I don't make a mistake. Oopsie. How tight can I make this? 2%? Okay. I like when the arrow appears, or the yellow thing appears. I did not know that at all when I was going into this, and it screwed me so hard. I told you guys this many times, but it's absolutely true. Like, the amount of people that helped me out with this was astronomical, and I really appreciate it, because if I hadn't had their help, I definitely would have made a mistake with how this is. I guarantee I would have. So that one, this one. That one's fine. That one can go down here. There should be a second one here, but I don't think it should be. See, if a train goes this way, it doesn't need to stop. It should not stop on top. This one should stop there. This one stops over there. That's 2. Then we got to go this way. So this one stops here. This one stops. Stop. Hey. There. That's 2. 2. And this one I'm missing right there. That way when a train comes this way, it stops before the junction. I always forget one of them. See, he's going in. He's going out that way. Why am I thinking this wrong? So this guy goes over here and stops this way. That way he's not blocking this intersection. I could do it that way. I think that's good. I think I'm doing this wrong, though. All right. Like, if I do these two, if I flip this around, this is why the camera angle being different is better. Come on. Wait, can I do... Oh, I can just do it that way. That stops there. Oh, right here. That's where I was missing. Look, wait a minute. Talk about being... Okay, so that's all done. Stop it. Okay, so we got that in there this way. Now we have Indianapolis connected. I want to connect as much of this as possible. Even if someone else buys this, I don't care. I want to have a warehouse right about here. Maybe up here, actually. And the reason why, if I have all these little offshoots, I don't want them to congest the line on the way down to St. Louis. So if that's the case, and this bridge is going to have to be much better, meaning maybe even 4 tracks. Because if, you know, Louisville connected, and then hopefully I can take over her stuff, get Nashville and Knoxville, and what's this down here? Memphis. All that southern stuff. Okay. Okay, let's just do it. I'm going to get screwed no matter what I do. Big warehouse with signaling. I'm putting this up here. That way we can come up there, come up to the side, and then go around. Even if I have to go this way over, I'm okay with it. Or if I turn it this way. No, that's bad. I'm not going to get the cows, so the cows don't matter. So if I flip it that way, I can run the top part over to the track and hopefully not cut off Chicago. I'm trying to come back in, or actually, this is the reason I didn't do this. I didn't want to like mess this up, but there's so many things to connect here. I want to make sure they have ample room to get in without just like over flooding the warehouse. So the warehouse is going to have a lot of traffic in one side, and I want all the inputs to come out. The outputs go out one side of the station. I want the inputs to come on the other, but those trains that bring in go back out the same side. So putting it like this and having everyone coming from the right side won't, well, yeah, that'll work. I'm just letting Indianapolis screw up my perceptions of this, and I don't think that's a problem. Yeah, because if I throw another train track over here to connect to Indianapolis, that's not going to work. It'll snarl up the line quickly. Everything has to come out one side. So let's go like And yes, I know I'm way overthinking this. There you go. You're there now. So the first track I want to make sure is an offshoot to the main line. 2%. Can I get one? Trying to get ones the entire way or less. There's 2. And I'm not going to connect it over here, even though it would be easier. Because as soon as I do, right, I have to make another one of these. And I think that's a mistake. So I'm going to go over this way and connect it to this line. That way they can flip over and then not overwhelm. This is already overwhelmed. So, and I know when we make the warehouse, get fully on there, it's going to make it even worse. So I want this guy, that side there, I need to come out. If that's the input, that means I'm trying to figure out which side this is going to be. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. So I'm just going to connect it. So if there's a 2%er, let's go like that. Connect you over here. Ugh. That's not, well. No, I have to. That's right. I don't have to. I'm just trying to figure out. I could always move this line. Cancel this whole thing. This, God, what was I hate taking time. I took off 2 weeks because of some real life junk happening, and I'm forgetting my style, quote unquote, for this game. And I think what happened is I made a mistake with the rail, so I'm going to try to fix it right now. So I'm still going to do this, right? Go here. I'm going to build it. Then I'm going to change it. And I'm going to demolish here to there. And there's a reason why. So this one here goes forward. It's going to look a little cockeyed right there. And then this side will take that over. And I think that's a better move. Or if it would be, that stupid cloud. I don't see it right here. Notice how it's slowly moving even though the game is paused. I hate that. The environmental effects like drive me nuts. Like this. And we're gonna come here. We're gonna stop like right there. Do I want to do this way? No. I'm going to tie this in normally to this side. Do this. Then I'm going to do a switch over right here. Right? That way, hopefully they can figure it out. And then over here, I'm going to let them go like this. To right about there. And this one here, I'm trying to combine the best of both worlds. I don't think there is a best of both worlds. Why are you not saying yes? What the hell? Excuse me? What? Okay, so remove track point, right? Why are you saying no? I've never. This is so dumb. I know it used to work. Why is it not working now? This is why the train does it this way, or the clear planning. Okay, let's try this again, because this should not be working this way. I might have tied it in too early. Maybe that's it. Can I please? Can I please just do it? But the game's at no. Or how about this? Screw you. Try and I don't want that track. What is going on? Like, I am having the biggest problem with this damn area, and I've never had this issue before. At least I don't think I have. Maybe I have and I don't remember it. But end planning, set track point, adjust height. I don't want to adjust height. I want to connect in, you piece of junk. Look, it keeps trying to snap in the middle. And I'm like, no. What the hell is that? That is asinine. Actually, no, that works. I don't like it at all. Okay, I'll take it, whatever. The signaling on this is going to be a stupid son of a bitch. All right, so as long as I say, see this thing all the way here, if they go in there, they can come all the way across. I guess that works if I go like that. So then they come in here, and what I have to do is make sure there is not. I hate this. I hate the stations. I know in number 2, it's better, but I think that's the best I can do. Okay, this is why I was doing this thing over here. See what I mean? This is what I was trying to recreate. I have all 4 right in there, and I have another one here. So what I think I could do, I could go put that over there quick before I get screwed, because I'm already out of money. God forbid. I don't even have a station over there yet, but I spent all that money because the warehouse was 300 grand, and all the track, and yeah, let some time go. Let's let some time pass in. So what I'm going to do, the warehouse is great. Indianapolis is okay. I'm going to connect to Indianapolis and ship there's some passengers and mail there. I'm going to ship them to, I don't know where I'm going to ship them. Toledo's not bad, but that's over here. It's like going over this way to go that way. Grand Rapids. I guess I can do a little bit of both. Let's go to train. Sub trail line, Indianapolis to. Let's try to grow Grand Rapids. No, that's a little. That's through a lot. That's closer, but that is. I need that to grow, so I'm going to say go there. And when you get to Indianapolis. I'm going to let it go for now. Do what it wants to do. When you get to Grand Rapids, though, I want you to go to... See, over here, I can't select it. I got to go check something out before I say yes. Add locomotive. And I'm going to make this an express train, which is this. How much? 21 grand? Your bot. You go. Now, what I'm going to do, I want to see something. Why is it saying it can only... I can't select the track? Huh. No stopping to let everybody realize that's me. Conductor. There's another conductor. They're both for mail. I'm going to hire you. I'm going to hire you. They're not much. And I'm going to go back to my train list. I'm doing 2 episodes of this day or more. I can't. Okay, you come here. I need to manage train. Conductor. You're no task. You're no task. Go to. You're serious. You're stubborn. Assign you. If you get mail, great. If you don't, great. I don't care. Let things go. I'm trying to figure out. I got to get a station ASAP. See these guys. I remember this being the problem. All these engines are screwed up. So I'm going to pause in a minute. I got to get someone here moving. I can't remember what. This bullshit. I don't remember how to. This guy here is trying to come in and he's using the wrong line. And because he did, they're all going to screw up. So I got to get this guy here. Clone train. Yes. And I got to go to this train. How do I do it? Please stop. No, I don't want Chicago. I want this train gone. Nope. Okay, if I go over this way, maybe I can do it this way. Manage train. So I need you and you are going off. So then we're going to go to the new train we just got, which should be. Was it the last one? Nope. See, the thing is, I don't know where the clone train just went. Okay, so if I go to you and manage you, I got you. God damn it, please. I'm very, very rusty today. I'm going to do another episode to make up for it. And then I want you. And then I want you. Okay, they like each other. Good. I hope that's right, because I'm not sure what this guy's supposed to do, but here you go. Now, hopefully, what I'm going to try to do is go here. And that's another problem, unless this guy turns around. So he should go in. I need these trains to manage train. No. Set up rail line. When you come to Chicago, I need you to not use that train. I need to go to like number 4. And I can't do it. Is it because, no? I don't know. Sir Ellis did say it, but I don't know what he means. Because I can't set the utilization myself if this is a train line with that. But maybe he meant up there at the... I have to go read his comment. Sorry, buddy. I'm trying my best. All right, so we got some cash coming. This is a mistake. And I think this here has to be redone. But it's at 34%. So when the new train come in, then he comes out. And they've got a lot of trains coming. I gotta... It might be time to get an overpass, actually. Or a bypass, rather. Because I'm thinking about it, like, okay, this train here, right? You're going to Madison. Reed Cattle to Madison. Why the hell are you going out there? Reed Cattle. Set up rail line. Reed Cattle to Chicago to Madison. That's right, because you're getting meat. Yeah, okay. Maybe we should, maybe this is a mistake, because when they come in here, engineers came in. What do you do? Maximum speed? Yeah, okay. So, what we're going to do is get a new engine from here and start making money that way, because everything we start moving, I got to unsnarl it, but I think we're okay. I want Grand Rapids to start shipping beer, because I know there should be more, right? Is there more? No? What's this? Weekly production's 1.6 is making so little. And it's got 12, so it should be making more. All right, well, maybe I should know that. All right, Indianapolis, you've got a bunch of people, so we're going to make another train. New train. Set up rail line. Indianapolis to Toledo. I'm going to try to get everything beside... I'm trying to unsnarl Chicago, if you're like, what's he doing? Save and exit, add loco, you, new engineer, go there, go. Because I know if I... Yes, wait. Excuse me? What are you doing? Why would you not load there? What the hell is... Oh, I know the problem. There's no extra rail lines. They gotta notice that. I'm like, where... The signaling here sucks, too. Wait a minute. So, I gotta go fix... Oh my god, so many things. Let's go fix the rail line, first of all, before I forget. I'm gonna push this over and delete this. So here we go. You. Yes, I can. So we'll go like this. Parallel track bonus 18. I think you have to let the game move a little bit to have the parallel track bonus. I really do. I'm going to try this, but I'm going to try this my way, like right here. Try that. I'm going to put some signals down. Because I know someone's going to be probably like, what the hell? You didn't do signals. And you're right, I didn't do signals. And then press Control, do all the other ones. Like that. And then like that. Should take care of all that. I didn't finish this one either. But there's no reason to finish it. Well, there is, I guess, at least for completeness. I want you... So I'm trying to get this in without it being a pain in the nuts. I'm not sure it's going to happen. See, I don't like how it's not showing green. If it doesn't show green, it's not going to work. So they're planning. There's nothing over there. And I think what's happened, see how that line is not perfectly symmetrical? Because I modified it there, that's the issue. So I gotta redo it. I hate that. Even though it looks like it's still there, it's not. See how the little yellow tree appears there but not there? That's because that's screwed. And all it means is right there. Hopefully this will work. There it is, it appeared. I saw it, see? That is so weird to me, but I'm glad it's there. Now signal the damn thing before I forget. Okay, so you, and you. That will do it. Now I'm gonna put other signals in the line. Nope. Signals ban. Signals. All right, so that one's done. That one's done. That one's done. That one's done. This is a little complicated, but it works. Okay. Oof. All right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a save here and go to the next episode. If you like what you saw today, hopefully I earned this subscription today. If you want to hit other buttons, thank you very much. Remember, and down in the description below, I do run other channels, and I'm on Twitch. Debate it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next episode.